getting down with a little art today. Okay, I may be holding my Cher book up because you know I worship at the altar of Cher, but I am going to show you all how you can all make a fabulous magnetic bookmark. And I thought, what better book to show it in than my Cher autobiography. I can't wait for part 2. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step how to create it and how inexpensive magnets are to put on the inside. Listen to this click. Click. So, and this happens to be, this index card, this bookmark happens to be based on, I would say, one of my absolutely best-selling cards that sells every single day. So come along and let me show you how I do this. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is create a 3x5 rectangle on your computer, a 3x5 template in which you're going to put your art on the outside. I always do a front and a back. You can just do a front. So I've taken some of the characters from my pithy, funny women greeting cards, of which I've sold 11,000 on Etsy. Bing, bing, bing. But I've taken the art of one of my cards, and I put a light blue, very light blue border around so I could see where to cut it. And that is your next step. You're going to cut it. I have a really precise Fiskars cutting board that I got at Goodwill. I'll tell you about the price later because I love Goodwill for art supplies. I've just been really lucky. Anyway, so you're going to cut around that. For me, as I said, I always have to make a tiny border. It can be so light, but I have to have a border as my guideline for cuttings. And you want to cut as precisely as possible. I said 3x5, but they're actually going to be, I'll correct the actual measurement on the bookmark in a second. So there you go. You cut the bookmark. There's your 3 raw bookmarks cut. And the next thing you're going to do, and this is absolutely key, this is key, you're going to fold them. You're going to fold them before you laminate them. Folding them is key before you do anything else. So I have a folding, scoring tool thing right there I'm showing you a little of. But honestly, I just like matching the corners together really precisely, corner to corner, match the corner, make sure the corners are matching perfectly, and then I just put a little pressure on the where would be the fold, and there I'm using my my scoring, I call it butter knife, to really bring home that fold, because that's going to be key. You're going to want a good fold. Then after you've folded them, and I think I'm going to do a couple here in a row just to give you an idea. And naturally, I've got accessories on. I'm an accessory addict. I don't care how hot and humid it is on the East Coast. Of course, I've got an armful of bracelets. I just want to stress the key, the absolute key before you laminate is to make sure you've folded your bookmarks. So just make sure you have a fold on your bookmarks. Letting myself talk. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to laminate them. And I have a hot laminator, which once again, my prized possession. I got it at Goodwill, $9.99. It had like 10 billion 8.5 by 11 laminate sheets in there. It came with it for $9.99. What a treasure. But I also got a bunch of laminating sheets at Aldi. I don't know if any of you guys go to Aldi, but I love the Isle of Shame. And I found my laminating sheets in the Isle of Shame very inexpensive. So I waited for it to heat up. I just put in 3 this time. I could have snuck 4 in, but I'm just doing 3. I'm speeding up the process a little. I love laminating things. No piece of paper can be safe around my house since I got the laminator. So here are the cards. Oh, there's a lot of light going on there. There they are, completely flat and laminated, right? We're going to cut them again. But first I want to show you, look at this deal. Look what I got at the thrift shop today. Well, actually, was it the thrift shop? Yes, it was. A place called Worthwhile Thrift. Never opened, $5.99, an amazing cutter, 2 blades. So the next thing you're going to do is cut as precisely as you can and leave the you want to kind of cut the bottom a little. You want to tap that paper just the tiniest bit with your cutting tool, because that's how you're going to open your bookmark. But you're going to leave a little bit of seam on the top. Don't worry about the sides. They'll just come open. They'll just open anyway. But just there is one laminated, almost the end of the bookmark. Oh, and hello, my corner cutter. I think I love it more than my children. That's true. I love my corner cutter. I'll link one below for under $10. Once again, no corner is safe in my house since I got the corner cutter. It elevates everything. So many things you do, whether you take an index card and make note cards. Here's the magnets I love, love, love. I'm going to see if I can link the same deal below. $1.49. I got them at Hobby Lobby. I tried many of their magnets. This one is the best that comes in strips like this. $1.49, people, $1.49. So you want to bend till you can break the strips apart. Easy enough. And it's a really strong magnet and it's a really strong adhesive. But the one thing you want to do before you want to make sure you have two magnets that are going to be friends for life. You don't want to get one. You know how magnets can do that opposite attraction thing. You want to have two that will be friends for life. So test out a little. Now, if I was doing this off camera, I would have measured or taken a pencil and put a mark, but I just eyeballed it here. Now, be sure when you put your magnet down that the inside is still your raw cardstock. I think I use 110 pounds. I'll link that below where I get my paper. I get it at Walmart. Cheap, 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 but excellent. Works very well for my greeting cards, of which I've sold 11,000. Bing, bing, bing on Etsy. Did I already say that? Pithy, funny women greeting cards. So you put the magnet down, add a little pressure, put the one that's going to be on the top, closing it. Once again, you're just going to put a tiny piece of pressure, and you do the corner cutter after you've laminated and before you put your magnet on. And look how fabulous that looks. I mean, fabulous, right? I love making magnets. Click, click, click. And there's your magnet. And I'm going to show you a couple different images of magnets. But people, you can sell these in bundles. You can give them as gifts. You can create personalized magnets. This is one of my own favorites that I use or give to friends or put in an envelope with a greeting card. Usually one of my own funny, pithy women greeting cards. Have I mentioned that like 10 million times? Anyway, and I am much nicer with good hair, but aren't we all? I'm much nicer with good hair. Anyway, that's what I'm sharing today, how to make magnets. I think they're fabulous to sell in bundle. I'll leave a link to what I'm pricing mine at. I put a lot of thought into it, and I also asked ChatGPT, but I call it Chatina, and I'll put that link below. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll subscribe. I'll be your best friend. Love, peace, and chicken grease, and who knows what the next video is going to be.